Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that deeply affects many people, jealousy. We've all felt it at some point, that uncomfortable feeling of insecurity, fear of losing someone or not being enough. Jealousy may seem natural, but when it's not managed, it can erode relationships and our own inner peace. The good news is that Stoic philosophy offers powerful tools to deal with this emotion in a rational and constructive way. It teaches us that our reactions to situations are more important than the events themselves. In this video, we'll explore how to use Stoic principles to overcome jealousy and regain control over your emotions. If you want to learn how to master your emotions before they control you, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This video will help you transform your relationships and live with more tranquility. Let's get started. Jealousy is a complex emotion that stems from insecurity and fear. It arises when we perceive a real or imagined threat to our connection with someone important. However, what we often don't realize is that the problem isn't the external situation, but how we interpret and react to it. Stoicism reminds us that we have control over our reactions, even when we can't control others' behavior. Epictetus said, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This means jealousy isn't directly caused by another person's actions, but by the meaning we assign to those actions. But why does jealousy happen? Often it stems from personal insecurities, unrealistic expectations, or even past traumatic experiences. When we don't address these internal issues, we allow jealousy to take over our emotions and harm our relationships. Now that we understand the origin of jealousy, we need to explore the challenges of overcoming it. One of the biggest obstacles is internal resistance. Many times we deny or downplay our feelings of jealousy, thinking that admitting them is a sign of weakness. Another challenge is the fear of vulnerability. To overcome jealousy, we need to look within ourselves and identify the insecurities that fuel it. Additionally, jealousy is often intensified by social comparisons. We live in an era of social media where people showcase only the best moments of their lives. This can distort our perception of ideal relationships and increase our insecurities. Finally, we need to consider the impact of jealousy on relationships. When we act with distrust or possessiveness, we create unnecessary tension and undermine mutual trust. So, how can we use Stoic philosophy to overcome jealousy? First, practice objective observation. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? Is this situation a real threat, or am I projecting my own fears? Second, develop a deeper connection with yourself. Take time to understand your insecurities and where they come from. Third, focus on what you can control. Instead of trying to change the other person's behavior, concentrate on improving your own mindset. Finally, practice gratitude. Acknowledge the positive aspects of your relationships and celebrate those qualities. We've reached a crucial point. Control your emotions before they control you. Stoicism teaches us that jealousy, like any other emotion, is temporary. It only gains strength when we give it excessive attention. By recognizing jealousy as a natural reaction, but not an inevitable one, you take the power to decide how to deal with it. By adopting this mindset, you not only strengthen your self-esteem, but also improve the quality of your relationships. When we start applying these principles, the results are transformative. First, you'll experience a sense of relief. By stopping the cycle of jealousy, you free up emotional energy to focus on what truly matters: mutual growth and genuine connection. The people around you will also notice your change. Additionally, your self-esteem improves significantly. Finally, this practice strengthens your ability to discern. You begin to attract people who share your values and respect your individuality. As we progress on this journey, we realize that overcoming jealousy isn't just about self-care, but also about personal growth. Every time we choose to control our emotions, we're saying yes to ourselves. This attitude of self-compassion helps us cultivate more authentic and meaningful relationships. Another important aspect is gratitude. When we value who we truly are and what we have, we create a virtuous cycle of self-recognition. Finally, this practice teaches us to be more selective, fewer superficial connections, more deep relationships. Moreover, It's essential to remember that jealousy doesn't completely disappear, but it can be managed. Stoicism teaches us that emotions like jealousy are part of the human experience, but they don't have to dominate us. By accepting this, we learn to observe our feelings without fully identifying with them. This allows us to respond consciously rather than react impulsively. This skill is essential for maintaining healthy and balanced relationships. Another relevant point is that jealousy is often linked to the need for control. Trying to control someone else's behavior is an illusion that only causes suffering. Stoicism reminds us that we can only control our own actions and thoughts. When we release this need for control, we create space for trust and freedom in the relationship. This not only strengthens the bond, but also fosters an environment of mutual respect. Remember also that jealousy can be an opportunity for growth. Instead of avoiding or denying this feeling, use it as an invitation to reflect on your own needs and insecurities. When we face these internal issues, we emerge stronger and more resilient. Healthy relationships are those where both partners grow together, learning from challenges and celebrating achievements. Finally, it's worth noting that overcoming jealousy is an ongoing process. There's no magic or instant solution. It requires patience, practice, and self-compassion. As you apply Stoic principles, you'll notice that small daily changes can have a profound impact on your emotional life. Emotional freedom isn't a destination, but a constant journey of self-awareness and growth. Additionally, it's important to remember that jealousy isn't always irrational. Sometimes it can signal that something needs to be addressed in the relationship. For example, if there's a lack of communication or emotional imbalance, jealousy may arise as a symptom of these underlying issues. Stoicism teaches us to observe these signs calmly and clearly, without being overwhelmed by immediate emotions. This allows us to address the problem constructively, rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. Another important aspect is that jealousy is often rooted in automatic thought patterns. These patterns are shaped by past experiences, limiting beliefs, and even the culture in which we grew up. Identifying these patterns is the first step to changing them. Stoicism encourages us to question our automatic thoughts and replace them with more rational and balanced reflections. This cognitive restructuring process is essential for overcoming jealousy in a lasting way. Finally, it's worth emphasizing that jealousy isn't exclusive to romantic relationships. It can arise in friendships, professional partnerships, and even family dynamics. In all these situations, Stoicism offers the same tools: self-awareness, emotional control, and focus on what we can change. By applying these principles, you'll be equipped to handle jealousy in any context, creating healthier and more authentic relationships in all areas of life. We've reached the end of this video, but I hope you've realized just how powerful Stoic philosophy is for transforming your relationships. When we learn to control our emotions, we take control of our lives and create space for healthier and more authentic connections. If this video brought clarity to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Also, share this video with someone who needs these lessons today. Together, we can build healthier relationships and live with more inner peace. And if you want to dive deeper into Stoicism, I recommend the book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It's a perfect introduction to Stoic philosophy and will help you apply these principles in your daily life.